Now if you'll excuse me, I really have to get a pair of lips smacked right into mine, pulling me into a forceful, passionate kiss. What the dwarf just bloody happened? Dun dun dun! Hello, and welcome to a special episode of I'm gonna read my old One Direction fanfics while my cheek is swelling up after I removed my wisdom teeth 2 days ago. Probably not the best time to do this. So, background story, I was a big fan of One Direction all through middle school and high school, and I had a Twitter fanbase account, and of course I also wrote fanfics, because writing was also like one of my great passions, which I should probably revisit. Now, before you get too distracted by my swelling cheek, I am going to start and I will try to read it as if it is an audiobook. So I have 2 big fan fictions. 1 is classified information and 2 is Only Love Can Kill Me. You see, I don't write the typical romance fanfics. I'm into like action, fantasy with a bit of romance, dystopian stuff. So my reads throughout middle school and high school are like Hunger Games and Divergent, Maze Runner, Mortal Instruments, all that teen books, but like more adventure stuff. You know what? I'll start from the synopsis of classified information. One Direction are senior undercover agents working for the MI8. Taylor Swift is a world-class assassin that might be planning to wipe out their existence. But there's more. There's always more. Secrets, missions, double agents, traitors. Read on to have a taste in this thriller fanfiction that is like no other. Yeah, it has 2.6k reads. And it's number 566 for the hashtag cowl. But okay, that's a ranking. For context, this was the time when Harry Styles was kind of having a relationship with Taylor Swift. So, introduction. Harry's journal. Hello, virtual journal. Oh, should I do a British accent? Oh my gosh, I'm just trying. Hello, virtual journal. I have decided to keep a record of my doings because every single detail could mean the difference between life and death in my chosen work fields. My name is Harold Edward Styles. I have a habit of being charming and the ladies love me. That fact had helped me a lot. As a successful singer in the boy band One Direction and as a senior undercover agent in the MI8 agency of Great Britain. I am writing this journal because I am lead in our newest mission, The Ghetto, or the Gather Highly Essential Taylor Tidings Operation. So enough forwards for now, and let us begin. It's kind of a mix of Australian, British, and like a random unknown accent. Oh, okay, this is the cringe part. Chapter 1, Harry's journal. Hey guys, this is my first ever upload, so I hope you like it. Anyway, enjoy reading it. XX. December 31st, 2012. 11:09 a.m. I'm not gonna do the British accent. 1D Agency Headquarters, Cheshire. I was back in the 1D Agency Headquarters when our newest target, Taylor Swift, called me. The lads listened intently as her voice boomed all over HQ speakers. Oh my god, okay. Babe, I sent my private jet to pick you up. I can't wait to meet you. It's been a week and I miss you very much, boo. I felt her pouting. What concerned me was Louis. A huge gap had formed between us since this operation started. Dang ghetto. He didn't even try to cover up his hurt and envy that had registered on his face. But I have to say something sweeter in return or my cover would be blown. Okay, was all I managed to say. Oh, slimy cupcakes. I was really not good at sweet-mouthing someone I barely know. Simon would kill me if he knew Taylor suspected even the tiniest bit of fake. Aww, you're so sexy when you say okay. See you tonight. Love you. Well then, she is as bright as a broken lamppost. The room, which was dark blue with eerie white lighting and had nothing in it spare for the 5 of us and one white square table, suddenly fell quiet. Then, Niall released his long condemned laughter. Babe, you're so sexy when you say okay, he managed to say between chuckles. I patted him and said nothing. 3 pairs of eyes stared at me. Cue awkward silence. Now. Click, click. 10 seconds passed. 20 seconds passed. 30 seconds passed. So are you going? Lewis spoke up, annoyance clear in his tone. Of course I am. How could she believe that I'm truly, madly, crazy, deeply in love with her if I didn't? The operation won't work out. He just stared at me. All right, Harry, let's get you your gadgets. Wouldn't want to invade our enemy's perimeter unarmed, would you? Finally, Papa Payne to the rescue. Liam did the retinal scan and the 5 of us entered the weaponry room silently. The walls of the room were lined with all kinds of guns. Small guns, pocket guns, lipstick guns. I don't know who'd use this one since all of us were blokes. See, I tried to use like British grammar. Big sniper guns and lots more. So, Harry, as you know, your mission for today is only to attach the tracker chip on her and track her phone. You'd need this. Zane lifted up the tiny little chip, the tracker, and placed it on the table where we stood evenly spaced out. I smiled to myself. Louis stared at me with his hands crossed. My smile faded. Oh boy, I don't think this operation would be worth our friendship, but good luck, he said, and left the room. So I left also with a half-hearted smile, careful to place the chip in my jacket's secret pocket, abandoning the 3 boys left in the room. 11:55 p.m., New York City. It was so crowded in here, and by crowded I meant Taylor was crowding me in this crowd. The ball will drop any minute now, and I arranged a little something so I could attach the tracker to her. Liam specifically said that I should put it behind her neck or else it won't work. So I have thought of a brilliant but slightly irritating idea. I shall kiss her. I must, and I will. Right when the ball dropped in front of the whole world to see, I shall kiss her. Act like I was enjoying it and attach the chip to her neck. Anyway, the countdown was starting. 10, 9, 8. But isn't there any way to attach the chip that required less intimacy? 7, 6, 5. I could just pretend there was a fly and smack her neck while touching it. 4, 3. There really isn't another way, is there? 2, 1. Happy New Year! Taylor abruptly turned towards me and kissed me. I was too consumed of my own thoughts that I almost forgot, but I'm not risking having to kiss her yet again, so I held up my hand to her neck and stuck the chip on there. She didn't even notice a wee bit. We pulled apart and I grinned. Mission accomplished. The target and I hugged some strangers around us as Auld Lang Syne filled the place. Just as I was about to happily fly back to HQ, my earpiece beeped and Niall's voice blared in my brain. Harry, I found! Have you infiltrated a land? Oh shiz. See, I don't curse. Tay, can I borrow your phone? I asked. Sure. Well, that was easy. I can just take it, install the tracker, and be done with it in like 10 seconds. I stared at her with a grin that touched my ears. She wiggled her eyebrows, smiled at me as she continued. It's back in my hotel! Oh, shizzle McNizzle for shizzle. That's great! I said, widening my grin and fake chuckling to cover my eye twitch. She took my hand in hers, winked at me, and started to guide me back to her hotel, driving through the thick wave of people. Oh, the joy. It's not as cringe as I thought, because this one doesn't really have a lot of romance in it. Let me go to Only Love Can Kill Me. Oh gosh. Oh, I remember the beginning. Ah! Only Love Can Kill Me, a One Direction fanfiction. To love is to kill, but it is a thrill, with violence and vengeance and a bit of goodwill. They seek something precious that will sure make all jealous, but 'twas too late when they grasped that the quest was perilous. Love, passion, violence, vengeance, mind control, betrayal, realms, wars. This is a fantasy romance fanfiction that will make you long for more. Oh, I actually really like that. I'm actually pretty proud of this. I wanted to make a rewrite without like 1D in it, but yeah, I never really Okay, prologue. I was screwed. Okay, not a really good way to start with an introduction. Let's just start off with who I am, or what I am. I'm a Therid, a crossbreed between a vampire and a dragon. Before you give me that, how can vampires mate with a big flying mammal? Well, first off, I don't even know if dragons are mammals, but let me tell you this. They're just arrogant shapeshifters who like to show off. So I got traits from both sides. I can shapeshift, I need blood to survive, but I can stand daylight and other things that make me a special cupcake. I was stronger than normal creatures, smarter than other beings, and ultimately more striking than anyone. One day I was doing my thing, my assignment as you may call it, which was given to me by Hid. He is the most fearful creature in the whole Monde Fantasia, because he has a special power that could... you'll see. I went to this party. I didn't do anything significant, just the most illegal thing that could possibly happen between clans. All I did was bite a boy. My first bite. Apparently, that boy was Harry's slayer buddy, Niall, which was bad. Me and Harry had an let's just say we had a bad history. Harry's little gang consists of Zane, who apparently was shaman, Liam, I really rather not tell you what he is. Okay, fine, I'll tell you later. And finally, Lewis, who has a huge grudge on me, who had tried to kill me twice and failed miserably. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Harry himself was charmed that he was a trakapa, that he could read and control my mind? Guess a lot could go wrong if you meet this particular band of slayers, especially when a couple of them started falling for me. My name's Isla, and this is my story. Flip the page and I'll explain everything, starting in that old, fateful warehouse. I'm actually pretty proud of that. That's actually not so... Oh, it's... Okay. Oh, and I remember like for my chapter title, Consternation, Cognizance, Bamboozlement, Harsh Fluctuation, Nefarious Purgatory, Novelty and Fidelity. I was just looking for synonyms online and just trying to make it sound cool. Okay, you know what? I'll skip to the cringe part. Cognizance, Chapter 6. Okay. I tried to bend down to escape, but he quickly took my chin in his hands, which sent chills to my skin, not because of the sensuality, but because it literally was freezing ice cold and forced me to look him in the eyes. They were green. Huh, weird. I could have guaranteed his were blue when I bit him. Weren't you the little masked bird who gave me the love bite? He let go of my chin and twirled a bit of my wavy locks. That's cute. Yeah, that was me. Sorry about that, but I wouldn't call it a love bite because there wasn't a tad bit of love involved, just a lot of biting. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really have to go. A pair of lips smacked right into mine, pulling me into a forceful, passionate kiss. What the dwarf just bloody happened? Dun dun dun! I'm kind of embarrassed at this part. Okay. Freezing cold lips smashing against mine, the distance between us negative as he pressed me against the wall. Deeper kiss. How can I not overpower him? I was a Theron, for crying out loud. I was stronger than practically any living creature, and he was a mere human. Kiss. He was definitely turning into a vampire/Theron. And I just got the Adanze, and we all know what will happen when a Theron meets magic. I was at my weakest. So he was in the second stage of the changing. First stage would be uncontrollable twitching, screaming, and uncontrollable pain. Second would be hormones multiplying, muscles multiplying, reflect multiplying. Technically, it made him at the strongest point of his entire existence. The kiss just got deeper by the second. Well, if he was changing, then he wasn't acting on his own will. This whole kiss was just his multiplying, overpowering hormones. Well, I could chill now. Besides, he was a pretty good kisser. So I don't think it was really that cringy. I think I'm quite happy with how I wrote. Yeah, I don't know if there are still cringier parts, but I don't know. What do you guys think? How did you think 15-year-old Ginny did for her outer-worldly stories? Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more of me in general, but less swelling, do hit the subscribe button. This is Jen signing off. See you in the next video. Bye! Kiss.